When you slice into a properly executed omelet, the cheese stretches, steam billows from the center, and the eggs are completely soft and thick. But try making this at home, and you usually end up with a rubbery, burnt puck or a flat, dry egg pancake. The difference between that sad folded egg and a restaurant-quality dish starts with exact measurements: 3 fresh eggs, 3 strips of bacon, a quarter cup of shredded cheese, and exactly 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. This culinary syllabus shows the strict technical standards required for foundational dishes like crepes and poached egg Florentine. Notice how omelet preparation is categorized alongside these heavily regimented recipes. Perfecting eggs requires strict discipline. To meet that standard in your own kitchen, you need 2 non-negotiable prerequisites before you ever turn on the stove: an 8-inch nonstick skillet and eggs that have been brought to room temperature. Consistent egg cookery relies on managing heat and moisture chemistry, turning a chaotic process into a predictable, repeatable sequence. Step 1 is building the emulsion. If you take eggs straight from the refrigerator, the cold yolks and whites will resist combining. Allowing them to reach room temperature ensures the proteins can whisk together into a uniform, frothy liquid without any visible streaks. This diagram shows the mechanics at work. Cold proteins clumping together reject air, leaving your eggs dense. Room temperature proteins, however, bond smoothly, trapping tiny pockets of air that give your omelet its fluffy loft. Once the eggs are whipped, we have to handle the biggest threat to their structure: water. Raw bacon and vegetables carry a high moisture content, which is the exact cause of a watery, structurally weak omelet. To solve this, place your bacon in a cold pan and slowly bring it up to medium heat. This renders the fat gently and allows enough time to evaporate the water out of the meat, leaving you with dry, crispy pieces. When the bacon is completely crisped, remove it from the skillet and drain away all the excess rendered fat. If you skip that drainage step, the extra grease and trapped water will seep directly into your eggs. Managing that moisture before the eggs even hit the pan ensures your finished dish won't tear or weep liquid onto the plate. Next is pan selection. To get the thick, fluffy edges of an American-style omelet, an 8-inch skillet is mandatory. This geometric comparison shows exactly why the pan dictates your result. 3 eggs in an 8-inch pan build a thick coagulation layer. Using a 12-inch pan spreads the mixture too far, creating a paper-thin layer that overcooks the instant it hits the heat. With the right pan on the stove, set your burner to medium-low. This thermal threshold is critical to prevent the delicate egg proteins from seizing up into a rubbery texture or taking on a bitter brown crust. Drop your tablespoon of butter into the pan and watch it closely. You are looking for a bubbly foam across the surface. You must pour your eggs in while the butter is foaming, but right before the milk solids begin to brown. That combination of a tight pan diameter and precise temperature timing dictates the texture of your eggs. Exceed the boundaries of either, and you destroy the silkiness of the dish. Once the eggs are in, leave them completely untouched for exactly 10 seconds. This gives the bottom layer time to form a stable set boundary against the pan. This top-down view maps out the push and pull technique. Push the cooked edges toward the center, tilting the pan so raw egg fills the empty perimeter. Keep repeating until the top is custardy and slightly wet. Then scatter your bacon and cheese over 1/2. Immediately take the pan off the heat entirely. Slide a wide spatula under the empty side of the egg and gently fold it over the fillings like a blanket. Now we use the steam lid protocol. Cover your skillet with a lid and let it sit off the burner for 30 seconds. This traps the residual steam to gently finish cooking the top layer of the egg while safely melting the cheese. Under that glass lid, the ambient heat forces the cheese to collapse into a thick, molten layer without exposing the bottom of the omelet to any direct flame. The fold creates an insulated chamber, using trapped vapor to finish the interior while shielding the exterior from overcooking. Remove the lid, tilt your pan, and let the omelet slide effortlessly onto a warmed plate. If your heat control and butter timing were accurate, it will release without any sticking. You are looking for a thick, soft half-moon profile, wrapped in a perfectly pale gold exterior with 0 brown spotting. Slice through the center, and the evidence is right there. Crispy bits of bacon suspended in melted, gooey cheese, wrapped in a delicate, tender egg. Controlling moisture, pan surface area, and temperature thresholds are the specific technical skills required to serve a professional egg classic.